Hello and welcome everyone, this is Blackadder at Blackadder's Place. Welcome you to the Monday stream. It's gonna be another mission from Heroes Chronicles Revolt of the Beastmasters. Gonna be mission number 5 from our Erathia and Enroth story mode run from Might and Magic. So I kinda guess you might not really do anything else then, or restart. And I was just randomly right now noticing the art in here in this picture. And those are actually spears and tridents from Might and Magic 6, I think. Yeah, from 6. This spear I definitely recognize, this trident as well. This is probably gonna be all of them. Assets from... the spear seems to be like the standard spear as well. So it seems like that everything is just gonna be used asset across the franchises. Yeah, well, not really all that much of a surprise as they're obviously about the same things. So yeah, let's get on with it, with mission number 5. It's gonna be another small one, so that's probably gonna be quite fine for today's shorter session. And the Ransom. Tarnum must defeat Ransom to save Adamina and the other Wisewomen from execution. Tarnum and 2 of his best captains will transfer to the next scenario, but will be limited to level 26. And that's a lot of levels, considering the next, or the last mission we ended at about 22, I think. Armor of the Damned, that's actually rather good.
Having witnessed the horrors of a slave's life firsthand, Prince Niven turned his back on his father and joined Tarnum's rebellion. Niven became Tarnum's one hope of making Erathia understand the terrible wrongs they had committed.
Okay, so he turned sides and cloaks and everything. And gold, obviously. Ransom abandoned most of his prisoners when he fled my army, but he knew enough about the Mudlanders to keep Adamina and the other Wisewomen with him. The Mudlanders hold the learned women in a position of high respect and will not risk their lives. And as far as Ransom is concerned, I still hold Prince Niven hostage, so we have a stalemate. I expect to hear from Ransom soon. Right. So we had a replacement for our unfortunately deceased spellcasting hero last mission. So that's gonna be a lot of losses obviously on the spells and also on the levels obviously. But hopefully Andra is gonna be good enough. So let's just pick up a few extra soldiers, I guess. And get going with everyone. We're gonna be starting it again with plenty of basilisks, so it's gonna be quite a solid army to begin with. Seems like that several gnolls are gonna be probably joining as well, same as those. And it seems like that we're gonna be having a bit of an underworld here. Right. So where do we go next? I'm thinking that we're gonna be getting rid of those marksmen. Shouldn't be really that difficult, especially considering that we're gonna be having plenty of spells at our disposal. And with Armor of the Damned, casting all of those nasty stuff on the opponent. I'm just kinda hoping that the opponent won't be having Angelic Alliance. Might be possible because we are given this option. Oh, yeah. Possibility certainly is going to be there. Okay, yeah, let's probably make it simple. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna be taking the battles here, and the rest... yeah, those guys are just gonna be coming after all those artifacts and relics and whatever. They're probably gonna be joining, right? Yes. That's a lot of treasures everywhere here. It's gonna be probably making for quite a prompt mission, I'm thinking, because you should be getting really tons of experience and everything for everybody. Should we just open the bottom? And yeah, we probably shall. Just open right now this bottom, and then we're gonna be heading with Andra to collect all the resources. I kinda wonder what's actually the reasoning for even getting the Armor of the Damned. Because it really seems kind of random. Pendant of Dispassion, not exactly anything too huge. Let's collect those for you. How about this? Oh, it's actually for free. In the last mission there were a few artifacts, but they were all guarded. Earl Rambert hides in a hard-to-reach valley where he is sparing no expense to build an army that can repel any attack. Sooner or later I'm going to have to face that army. My instincts tell me to attack now. A lightning attack will catch him off by surprise, but I can't risk the lives of the Wisewomen right now. Somehow I have to find a way to free them. So this is probably gonna be having like two parts. First we will have some kind of quest or border guards to secure the women. And then we're gonna have to defeat the Lord. Or something along those lines. Yes, thank you very much. Oh yeah, that's already a border guard. Oh no. It's actually not a border guard, it's a basilisk pit. For a moment it seemed kinda similar, but it's certainly not. Lots of zealots. Lots of royal griffins. That might be just resulting into unnecessary losses. He already does have quite solid skill on attack and defense, so we would be probably winning. But yeah, let's not use or rather lose the units needlessly. Some female gnolls rush from the gnoll hut and gladly throw their arms around you. Oh, you've arrived! What a day! They shout. Then they begin to remove their dresses. I was for a moment thinking this is gonna be heading in a different direction, but revealing that they are not women at all, but males in disguise. This was the only way we could hide from the soldiers, they explain. That was almost going like accidental tissue time, as another streamer called Chuboch would say. Just gonna be getting the army first, and on the next week we're just gonna be going for the money. Attack first, it seems. Lots of marksmen, we can deal with just fine. That insta-slow is gonna be incredibly powerful, because it's gonna be allowing us to basically play first every time. Really kind of waiting for the reason and why they actually gave it to us. It seems completely strange and out of nowhere. The ground here is littered with the bodies of basilisks who were chained to the ground and shot to death for sport. You clench your fists at the sight and all the burials for the poor creatures. A pack of zealots, yeah, we can take that on quite fine. And frosting should be good enough for you, well, quite certainly. Quite certainly indeed. I can probably already head topside to start collecting all the things after Tarnum. Cleaning up this, and we have right now visited all of it, so just basically go for the extras. And it's only day 3, so you don't even need reinforcements yet. Rambert's demands came today. He asked for a trade, the prince for the Wisewomen and my retreat from these lands. Unfortunately, I can do neither. Prince Niven is an ally, and he's even struck up a friendship with Droglol. Betraying the prince would destroy everything, including Droglol's trust in me, and to retreat now would take my army back into Mad King Griffon Heart's forces. This time they will be prepared for my arrival, so what do I do? Brelik, I called for the Gnoll commander. When he arrived, I said, bring me paper and pen. I'm going to write a counteroffer to Rambert's demands. You can write? If you want me some paper, I can. Go. It's a delaying tactic, I know, but Rambert will expect a counteroffer and he will refuse. His next demand will be firm, even threatening. That's when I act. You stop a band of Erathian soldiers dragging numerous cages of recently captured serpent flies. They drop the cages when they spot you and prepare to defend their prisoners. A bit more than I was expecting, but should be fine. There is a frosting at 85. You do have 110. Yeah, let's get rid of them fully, so that will limit the losses. Yep, 19 attack skill does do wonders. Whoa! 38 serpent flies. Well, thank you very much. That was well worth it. Alright, so those are gonna be making it a bit simpler, since they are only on one pack. 130, so that is probably gonna be a frostbolt. Exactly. It almost seems like the enemy is actually not even moving, that this is gonna be a mission where only we move and need to do a few quests and then defeat the last hero who's gonna be hiding somewhere in one castle or something. Okay, a few Gorgons, lots of harps. That should be fine, both of those. No, they don't even want to fight anymore, okay. Yes, we certainly do want you. Unfortunately, the Gorgons, those ones don't want to join. Oh, that's probably not a passage through. Yeah, just noticed it too late that there is gonna be this part that is gonna be blocking them. Well, okay, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. I'll be right now dealt with those. And that's basically it for this part of the map. So you're already gonna be heading back. Gonna be exactly on time for the next week. Getting reinforcements and moving to the left side. How many actually soldiers are here? Back. That's reasonably strong, so that should be keeping us safe for the time being. Attack skill for you, and let's just head back. Do we necessarily want to get reinforcements? I don't think that we don't necessarily. Just basically kill them how they stand. Alright, so 13, we can kill them easily. Those probably as well in combination with the gnolls. Might not even need magic for this. Well, now certainly not. I watched Drogol and Niven practice the sword each morning, and even with the threat of war around us, they somehow managed to enjoy themselves. That's when I remember that they are just boys of 14 and 16 years. If I didn't know better, I would think they were brothers. Today Drogol left early to tend to a minor cut on his shoulder, so I stepped in to give the prince some lessons. You're almost as fast as Drogol and absolutely more skilled, but still you lose to him half the time. Do you know why? I asked. He surprises me, Niven said between heavy breaths. He's always doing things I don't expect, like pretending to fall. That's part of it, yes. Drogol fights by instinct, but years of training have made you stiff, predictable. I can almost hear you going over your drills while you fight. You need to relax and be more creative. Enjoy yourself. Niven lowered his sword, stared at me as if I had said something unreasonable. This is battle, how can I enjoy myself? I don't mean enjoy the kill, I mean enjoy the dance, I said. You don't talk like a mudlander, Niven said. You don't look like one either. Sure, you dress like one, but your size, your obvious power, even your features, none of that is like any mudlander I have ever seen. More Erathian, if you ask me. Actually, my features were barbarian, but Niven didn't know that his own people, the Erathians, had a significant amount of barbarian blood running through their veins. I'm sure you've heard of Erathian nobles taking slaves as mistresses, I explained. Niven seemed to accept this lie, and we returned to the sword practice. This time, every time Niven fell into his usual stiff routine, I gave him a nick to remind him to relax. Soon he was covered in sores. Several gorgons can be heard bellowing to the south. Moving into the forest, you see them strung up by their rear hooves and slaughtered like normal cattle. While the arrows men can't take with them, they are destroying. So why fight me, if you want to join me? And those serpent flies, can we actually get to them in this turn? Maybe we can. A horde. Yeah, 54 spell points, we're gonna be fine. Fresh blood stains the weapons of these swordsmen. Even as you order the attack, you wonder what they have been up to. Probably those guys that have been killing the gorgons. Alright, so how do we proceed? 11 times, that's 385. That's decent. How's it looking with our meteor shower? Oh, just south of it. That still kinda seems okay. And let's just mop up. And I'm thinking that you might actually want to take them on, but I'm gonna wait here because I want those Crusaders to be pivoting towards the top of it, maybe. Let's move at least here. Oh well, it's gonna be making things a bit different, so I kinda guess let's attack. Yeah. The shortest path to get those. Nice. We're gonna be getting extra growth in the town for that. And when we're here, we can already, of course, take all the experience that we can. There's the enemy finally. It's exactly here, so he's gonna be having our castle there. And it seems that this is actually not gonna be connected through this part. Yeah, we'll have to go through the subterranean gate. Strike speed, thank you. And since it's day 1 and we are here, let's collect those, even though I'm not gonna be bothering with the rest of them. And we're already on the spot, there's no harm. Okay, so what do we get? Definitely the wyverns. That's gonna be... I'm kinda thinking enough army for the time being. Yep, give Tarnum all of those, and those serpent flies, I guess stay with Korbeck. He does have the specialty for them, so makes the most sense. $32 and lots of zealots. That's gonna be fine. We do have teleport. That's not exactly needed for you, I think. Could probably try teleporting you there. Let's see. They're gonna be attacking him or not. Let's also send the cowies as maybe a bit of a false target for somebody. Oh, that's a shame. No, they're still gonna be coming after those. Okay. Well, in that case, you're gonna be probably resurrecting him next turn. Expect. No need to lose anything here at all. You don't have to. It's a good thing you ran across those zealots when you did, because you find dozens of basilisk corpses scattered across the ground here, each fried to a crisp by magic. If the zealots had any more time, they might have killed all the creatures from the nearby pit. Well, that's quite some genocide going on here. Let's sick of gold. So we're pretty much ready. So we're gonna collect something from the town, and that something is probably gonna be also the extra Cage of Warlords already. So that we don't necessarily have to go back here after we are done. Slow. Do you know slow, for example? Yes, you do. Niven spent most of his days tending to the slaves, helping the healers or bringing them food and drink. He was so unlike his father, compassionate, honorable. He would make a great king. I found him sulking this morning after we picked up some new escaped slaves, half of which weren't expected to survive the day. I approached and placed a hand on the young man's shoulder. I suspected, Niven said. All these years I suspected something was wrong, but I was too afraid to find out what it was. I've known all along. Known what? That my father is insane. Everyone knows, but we're all too afraid of him to do anything about it. Do you know why I like Drogo so much? No, why? I asked. Because my own brother and I are enemies, and it is my father's fault. When I was 6 and my brother 5, he brought us together and said, "One of you is going to be king someday. You want to know which one? The one who kills the other first, that's who." Then he laughed. He thought it was funny, and it kinda is. For different reasons, I guess, but it still is. "I'm sorry," I said. "It was a miserable Niven. It was it was a miracle Niven turned out the way he was, considering the maniac he had for a father. Is my blood cursed?" Niven said, near tears. I grabbed his shoulders firmly and forced him to stare into my eyes. "Don't ever think that. Haven't you ever heard the name of Ryan Griffon-Hart, first of your line? Or how about his daughter Alyson? They were two of the fairest, greatest leaders I have ever heard of." I almost said met. "If anything," I continued, "your bloodline is blessed with heroes brave enough to do whatever it takes to protect their people. You could be that kind of King Niven." Yeah, it's kinda nice callback to the previous campaign that we played, the previous game, Conquest of the Underworld. And it basically just confirms that this really does follow after the previous campaign. Oh well, you can take the long route. Why not? I also need to wait here for replenishment of spell points because they haven't seen any magic well here. So yeah, this is probably gonna be taking a bit longer, as I certainly need the spell points first and foremost. And then I want to wait for the Cage of Warlords. Maybe you're just gonna wait a whole week here. Alright, so Town Hall is still needed. And the Cage of Warlords. Yeah, it's gonna be exactly like 7 turns, we just can pretty much camp here. Okay, that means you go in. Who's gonna be camping? Probably. Well, doesn't matter, both are gonna be having to follow, so it's not like it matters a ton. El Rambert's response to my offer came today. Basically, it was a flat refusal, and now he's threatening to kill the Wisewomen if the prince is not returned. I wish I had more time, but something has to be done. Can I actually hope that we don't have a timer on this? No we don't. Oof. For a moment it almost looked like that it could be on a timer. Okay, day 7. So what do we get? Do we get castle for more wyverns or stuff? We don't have money for it anyway. And it's quite expensive, so I'm kinda looking at improving wyverns. Next turn improving the tree for the flies. And that should be netting us quite good advantages in the fights. As we should be playing basically first most of the time. $33. We can probably split them though. Well, could probably leave the gnolls home and split those. Oh well, screw that. Let's right now go for the champions. This passage is for the king's use only. Go back, slaves, and stop this futile rebellion. The champions shout and then charge. Well, that's not a lot of them. I was thinking it's gonna be more close to 15, for example. Alright, so no clumping on going in from you. And you are having 295. Yeah, let's just get rid of you. Yeah, let's attack. We do have quite good enough skill points. 25 and 27. So, shouldn't be a problem. It most certainly isn't. Well, okay, so you can just basically brazenly follow, but first, pick up the defensive skill. And now head inside. I met with my commanders last night to discuss our options. Drogo and Prince Niven were present as well, they had the right. As I expected, my commanders were prepared to do anything to get the Wisewomen back, even bind Niven hand and foot and deliver him to Rambert's front door if they had to, but I insisted that was not an option. Then Niven said, no, you must make the trade. But Niven, you can't, Drogo said, you're on our side now. I know, and that won't change, but we can't let those women die. You have to turn me over to Rambert, I want you to. It would be risky, especially for Niven. His father was likely to execute this simply because he had spent so long in my hands. But the boy was right. Niven had made the decision I was afraid to make. We'll make the trade, I said, but Rambert may not live to appreciate it. What I had in mind would be risky for us as well, but great victories required great risk. Oh well, especially right now with the extra bonus, this is gonna be fairly simple. They don't even actually go that far. Are they gonna kill somebody? They... for... Gnolls. Well, it's gonna be simpler to just cast haste here. Just because I don't want to waste all the potential mana on the resurrection. There doesn't seem to be anything to the bottom there. And there's the border guard. Alright, so what actually is in there? That's okay. And in town, it's time to go for all the money. Small Drogo looked a little silly in my armor, but at a distance it was good enough to confuse. Brellic rode next to him with explicit orders to protect the boy from harm. Finally, I step up to the cage, holding Prince Niven. Last night I had to punch the boy a few times in the face to make it look like he's been the prisoner of savages. Niven's right eye was swollen shut, and both lips were split down the middle. How's the eye? Feels like you punched it out the back of my skull, Niven said. He smiled. The winces of one of his lips began to bleed again. Are you sure you want to do this, Prince? We could find another way, I said. There is no other way. I pushed my hand through the narrow bars and shook the boy's hand. If you were my son, I'd tell you that I'm very proud of you, I said. Niven fought back the tears building in his eyes. We'll send word soon as the Wisewomen are safe, Niven said. We'll be ready. Good luck! This is looking like quite a good job for meteor shower exactly into this spot. You don't exactly need to lose lives that way. One hit point, still alive. Alright, let's move a bit ahead. Seems to be like a fairly simplish fight. Okay, now this bonus is actually quite helpful. I'll be attacking those so they don't attack that badly on our dragonflies. Okay, that went rather nicely. They killed zealots. I bet yes. Oh, they didn't even kill anything. Alright. So we are lossless if I haven't missed anything. Yes. Well, that was a whole lot simpler than I thought. And we get level 23. Alright, so where do we proceed? View air... Yeah, that's... Okay, there's apparently absolutely nothing here. Therefore, view Earth. Is that actually the underground passage? I'm not entirely certain. Let's go through... Whoa, Horde. Horde of Minotaur Kings. Now we're kinda talking business. That might be kinda slightly nasty, but also very good experience. Let's do it. The tunnels ahead are blocked by a creature you haven't seen before, Minotaur Kings. You'll think that even your enemy hasn't been able to deal with these beasts, and wonder what lies in the tunnels beyond. Right, that's about 50. About 54 to be exact, I think. 40. Yeah, 54. Yeah, well, I kinda guess we're gonna be continuing with our favorite spell. Okay, we're gonna be attacking through top. With you two, and with you through bottom. Well, they do have the weakness and we have huge skills, so we should be able to survive even the frontal assault. Yeah, we are quite fine. Okay, that's 6. Might be killable for the dragonflies. Let's right now attack those. Those are gonna be killed by another meteor shower. Maybe you don't even need to bother. You certainly don't need to bother. No, you won't be having... Oh, you actually do. You can actually fit there, nice. Seemed like that he might not be able to. And that is gonna be quite a solid treasure. Okay, so we already do have all the skills, so there's no threat in going for this at this point. Fireball. We do have that already. And there is gonna be something to be given. The old wizard who lives here has been the president of the Minotaur Kings for more years than he can remember. He claims that he will teach the one who frees him some of the secrets he has learned over the years. How about Town Portal, for example? 5,000 experience. Not bad. That's gonna be helpful in getting the levels up. And you've actually been at the Marletto Tower or not? Yes, yes. Okay. Damn it. Misclick. One wasted square. Not like it's gonna matter too much. So what do you want? Aha, that's only for Tarnum. So we go through. That basically means that the enemy cannot attack us before we are ready. That's kinda nice provision for the campaign, I guess. Like we obviously need it now. Is he gonna be even here first? Because that's kinda similar what we had to the bottom. So that was probably supposed to be a treasure for the AI. Yeah, well, I'm gonna take it anyway. The message came pinned to the tail of a serpent fly, written by Niven's flourishing hand because like most of the Mudlanders, Droglo couldn't read or write. Dear Tarnum, as you expected, Earl Rambert brought only a token force to the trade. I'll guess moving your army closer to his land scared him, or perhaps Rambert underestimated the determination of the Mudlanders. Still, Rambert tried to betray us. We Erathians have forgotten the honesty and honor that made us great. But we broke the ambush, thanks mostly to Droglo's wyverns. Sadly, I must report that brave Brelik fell to Earl Rambert's blade. At his sight, I escaped from my cage, picked up the weapon, and put an end to the treacherous noble. He would have been proud of me. For the first time in my life, I enjoyed the dance. Now that the Wisewomen are safe, you are free to attack the late Earl Lambert's forces. Droglo and the others will meet you at the arranged spot, but I will not be with them. I feel I can be of greater help by returning to Erathia to speak with those nobles who are dissatisfied with my father's rule. If I can turn them against my father, then not only will the Mudlanders finally be safe, but Erathia will have a chance to return to its former greatness. I cannot thank you enough for opening my eyes to the pain of the Mudlanders. I only hope that I have the courage to end that pain forever. Your friend, Prince Niven of Erathia. I folded the letter and, as if Niven were right next to me, I said, you have the courage of other Griffon hearts I have known. That's all you will ever need. Well, after all, Griffon hearts kinda do share quite a solid bond. And maybe even a bit of blood with Tarnum, if I remember correctly from the very first campaign. If I'm not wrong, if I'm not misremembering actually, then they should be descendants of... Or rather, the current Griffon hearts should be descendants of Tarnum's sister. If I understand it correctly, and I remember it correctly much more than anything, because I've played that already almost a year ago. The first one, the Warlords of the Wasteland. Okay, so what do we do with you? Probably nothing much, should be also simplified. Okay, so this was actually the reason why, why he wasn't interested in coming forward. Pack of Chaos Hydras, right. Oh, that's fairly interesting. Well, I guess let's take them on. Okay, that's kinda real. I don't necessarily want to attack with you. And you get the extra, like, as if you needed it. I think a Cowies can go into the attack fine. Supported by the Basilisks. They don't really do too much damage, since we do have all the spells on them from the Armor of the Damned, or however it is called. Oh yeah, 56. We didn't actually do that much damage as I thought. We might have to right now switch to you. Yes, you can hit all of them. That's rather sweet, and you should be killing those. No, you're not. 17. We should be able to kill that with Lizardman. Nothing goes terribly bad. A 165. That's gonna be probably way too much for the Gnolls. Yes. Oh, you probably shouldn't attack. Nice. And Cornerstone, you probably don't have another castle, right? No, you have only one. So we don't exactly want to kill you just now, so we're just gonna leave you with the castle so that we can have time to finish and collect everything as I like to do it. So let's head out, potentially destroy a hero or two. Adelaide. Yeah, well, you're unfortunately dead. Poor guy, just sat alone against such an army. And he also gets all the extra negative spells on him. Oh well, thank you very much. Another sack of gold and even some ring on infinite gems. And there was another hero to the bottom somewhere. So let's check him out. There, ooh. Sylvia, yeah, that's fine. Hmm, 37. That's looking like another business for our favorite spell. And shall we attack already? Probably on those. Yeah, just to block them from attacking. And you stay here. We don't necessarily need the attack from you just now. Oh, that was a solid lightning bolt. Zevin's apparent. Either he's having a lot of levels, or he's having some relics, artifacts. I'll be guessing he's having some artifacts on him. Right, so how do we continue right about now? You probably switch to the top. It seems like more valuable use of your time. Meteor shower on this bottom duo. Try to avoid those guys, which are gonna be attacked here or not. No, they won't. Let's concentrate on those guys. I'm kinda liking right now to attack and resurrect probably later the buzzers because they're gonna be losing a few lives. Only one actually. I was thinking he might be losing a bit more. But alright. In which case... No, he's gonna be dying while losing another one, so let's just resurrect all the gnolls. Attacks again. I could probably also resurrect you. Yeah, let's basically kill her so that we get not any kind of like artifacts improving attack and defense. So apparently it was only just a rather good hero. Okay, nothing here that would be worth looking at, yes. And certainly knowledge. That's the most important one. I still to this day, or to this minute, don't understand why they actually gave us the Army of the Damned. It doesn't seem to be making any sense whatsoever. Weird choice at the start of the mission. Maybe they thought that this mission is supposed to be like a lot harder? Maybe it is, if you don't have overpowered Tarnum with you. And since I do what I can to basically level him up to the most in every mission, maybe that's why I don't really have it that difficult. So I guess you might be just basically buying the arm here. Wyvern certainly, those and the basilisks. Maybe even the cows, you don't even need to upgrade them. You can already head out into the wilderness. And there is a Colosseum. Alright, sweet. She actually doesn't know Fireball yet. Well, she is, of course, from only the last mission. So... makes sense. He's really well set up, so that he has all the extra army prepared for him. We kinda have the same, but yeah, well, because of the very strong heroes, he wasn't exactly given a strong enough hero to stand a chance. This is Frostring. I think that everybody has that. This is Haste. Be also available to everyone. It's gonna be working rather well. Gonna be exactly finishing with all the extras, as you're gonna be finishing with the town. Good timing. Maybe I could have taken spell power with her, damn it. Because she does have intelligence, so therefore she shouldn't be low on spell points anytime soon. So maybe could have done it, but anyway, right now Steelbook is fully finished. Therefore we're just gonna be waiting as goblin population doubles to get all the improvements for our heroes. So this should be it for you. What kind of spell is hidden here? It's gonna be Lightning Bolt. That's actually rather good. I don't even know if she has it already. Okay, so do you need it? Do you have it or not? No, she already does have Lightning Bolt, so that's fine. Okay, so you can finish. It's gonna be at your pleasure, Tarnum. Don't have enough for resurrection. Well, that was a plan. I have it lost less, but not enough spell points, so we're just gonna close here. Okay, red has been vanquished. Congratulations, our enemies have been defeated. Victory is yours, which is the end of mission number 5, which was a bit of a shorter one.